Hello, everybody. How you guys doing? Give me a moment here. Give me a moment here. All right. There is some seriousness in the polls. All of a sudden, you got Neiman Rahman gaining, what, 38,000 votes? And kind of funny how Karen Bass calls her out for what she's doing. Well, she's doing the same thing. So, but there is some evidence of uh, 2020 being repeated all over again, but here in California. Um, where I live in the Central Valley, and even I'm paying attention to this shit because California's always been California blue, and they don't want another uh, Schwarzenegger, someone who's has the balls to do things, shit, and even though he had a love child with the mistress and whatnot. Now, with what's happening here in California is really, really. Now the governor says he passed a law that would stop federal law. If it has something to do with elections, that state law will be null and void if federal law says, "Hey, Newsom, fuck you. We're going to make sure that the elections are legit." But it's funny how he's saying, "Well, we're fighting for free and fair elections, right? Free and fair elections." He lied. It pretty much said we're going to rig the election without even saying it. He said we're if a Republican wins, we're going to have a glass breaking event situation. So what happens? Like Spencer Pratt, he was in second place for a pretty long time. You know, so all of a sudden, since Tuesday, today's Monday. It's been almost a week since then. All of a sudden, Neiman got 38,000, 48, almost 39,000 votes. She lost her own district to Bass and Pratt. Like, what the fuck, dude? The thing is, Spencer Pratt was a reality star until reality hit. Fires happened. Fire happened. Okay, fire happened. Now, here's the thing. Everything Pratt had said was true. It was factual, proven. But yet, do you think Karen Bass or Newsom give a shit? No. No. See, what I like to see is people who haven't voted yet vote for Pratt. Okay. If you want to save your city from a communist mayor, vote for Pratt and push him on dead last. It's awfully funny how she gained 38,000, 39,000 votes within a week when she's dead last. And plus, she conceded the loss. She said it all of a sudden, like, oh, I could pull a Hillary Clinton. And she did. But Hillary Clinton didn't become president. But I'm thinking, my opinion here is that Karen Bass is using Iman as because they're both loony fucks, both Democrats, both idiots. Pratt is a threat. Pratt's a threat. He needs to be a threat because what he went through, lost his house, TMZ attacked him, the View attacked him. Like, dude, the thing, well, he's a reality star. He was. He was a reality star. He was. No longer. No longer. But the thing is, when can you realize that the guy is taking this seriously? He lost his house like everybody else. 12 lives lost. 7,000 homes gone. Right? So here you got Karen Bass, uh, went to Guyana to see to go view a president inauguration when her fucking fat ass should be in LA watching and do something about our city. No, she left that to her vice mayor who was at home on house arrest for fraud. Leaving everything to her vice mayor. He couldn't do shit. He's at home on house arrest, man. Shit, you know. So my question is, what can she do? Like, what is there to do? Yeah, nothing else to do, huh? Can't do shit. The vice mayor is on house arrest. Can't really leave his house, can he? No. So what the mayor do? Goes to Ghana when this is a presidential election, and when someone calls out on that, she's like this. Doesn't have she has nothing to respond, man. She has nothing to respond. So my question is, if 7,000 homes are lost, right? 12 people died. Okay, 12 people died, and people are voting for her, even though 7,000 homes are lost. Well, it's not her fault. Well, it is her fault because she wasn't there to make sure that things are done properly. She's a fucking mayor. Why is she a fucking mayor in the first place? Right? Why is she a mayor in the first place? I say if she wins the mayorship, recall, recall, recall. And if this Nimon Broad wins, recall her too. Recall her too. We don't need a Mamdani bullshit in California. You know, we need Pratt to win. We need Hilton win, Tinman win. Because we need to end this Democratic stranglehold on California. California can do better than this shit, man. Okay, California can do better than this. Okay, simple as that. If Becerra wins, recall his ass. If Bass or that Broad wins, recall him because we don't need bullshit in California. What we need to do is take back those 38,000 votes and give to Pratt. Take those 38,000 votes and give them to Pratt. All of a sudden, she's like not polling very much. All of a sudden, she's what, second now? She gained 100 plus thousand votes and shit. Then since Tuesday, really? I say we snag about 45,000 of those votes and give them to Pratt. The guy lost his house and he called out Bass for being a fucking cunt, not being a mayor, doing her damn job. She gets called out for it. Like, doesn't say a word because why? Because it's all true. She knows it's true. What we need to do is divert the water down through California for farmers and the people that need it. If somehow Newsom decides, well, no, I'm going to stay in. No, you recall this, I'm a fat ass, man. Everything is done within the last 8, 9 years. He has really fucked over every Californian, period. Why? He wants to be like his aunt Nazi Nancy. Newsom wants to be like his aunt Nazi Nancy Pelosi. Yeah. He wants to be like her. Stupid, drunk, chewing on her teeth. But we don't need that. California can do better. No. You can do better. You know, that's my opinion. You guys can do better, honestly. Shit. Um, it's sad. It's really sad. Uh, they're saying why is a related star run for mayor in the first place? Um, maybe he's no longer that. He used to be it. There's no reality TV for them both. For him and Heidi and shit. That that minute the fame is gone. They went through that, you know. The guy was a reality star. He was, was, and there's some things that need to be looked at. Is like the evidence. There's evidence that it's rigged. Newsom admitted that he's rigging the election without even saying it. That term. Well, look at agencies. They'll fix that, and we'll have the glass shattering event. So, moment here. So that's pretty much saying he's helping rigging the election by saying that. By saying that, he's admitting that he's helping to rig the election. Yeah. The governor should stay out of it. Stay out of the election because what he's done is killing his chances to run for president. Because if he ran, he would most definitely lose California. Definitely lose California. Big time. He would most definitely lose California because of what he did here in California as governor. He has fucked over everybody. Plus, PG&E is still paying his fucking fat ass because he's protecting PG&E. PG&E has him in their pocket. Yeah. PG&E, Pacific Gas and Electric, has Gavin Newsom in their pocket. He's paying them. They're paying him to protect them. PG&E is paying Gavin Newsom to protect PG&E. PG&E needs to be broken up. That monopoly needs to be dissolved, and each district should have their own, you know, power. That shit. Exactly. I think it's one of those moments that where it's time to really understand that it's getting bad, and it's mostly ideological that's pulling shit off. All of a sudden, we have about 40,000 homeless people in California. In LA, there's about what 40,000 people homeless in LA. So it's funny how 38,000 votes went to that lady, Niman, or whatever her name is. I think we need to take about 40 those votes and give to Pratt. I mean, like someone who can actually vote and is registered to vote. Homeless people are not registered to vote. If you pay someone to vote, you're committing you're violating voter law. Right? You're breaking federal law, and you can do some federal time too. So you got to think: if you pay a homeless person to vote, you're committing a federal crime that can land you in federal prison for a few years. So you need to start thinking about that shit too. And you're start thinking that you're losing your freedom for a few years because of your stupidity. You know, are you willing to go to prison, federal prison, for doing that? You'd be pretty fucking stupid if you did that. 38,000. No, I say take 40,000 votes away from Niman and give them to Pratt because she seceded, crying, seceded. Now all of a sudden she's back. Like this bitch needs to fucking go. She seceded the laws, man. Shit. She says she conceded the laws. So why is she back? She needs to go. Once, because Hillary lost in 2016. When she lost, she conceded the loss. Yeah. Until Jill Stein said, I want a recount. Fuck you and your recount, bitch. You lost too. You lost too. So why do you want a recount for? They're not going to go to you. That was 10 years ago. About 9 years ago. So Kamala Harris accepted the loss, Stacey Abrams, when she lost twice, she didn't conceded. No, glad she lost. I'm glad she lost. Yeah. I'm glad she lost, really, honestly. Yeah. Honestly. All right, folks, my name is Reverend Ordo, and this has been the Anonymous Mando'Ade Network. If you're new to this channel, like, subscribe, comment below, hit the bell for notification. Always live healthy, happy, and wise. I love you guys. And we'll see you in the next broadcast. Peace out. Godspeed. God bless.